Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got our daily NBA predictions here for Friday, January 3rd. We have 9 games in the association for today, and of course we're going to predict every single one of them, just like we've been doing for every single game so far here in the NBA in 2024, and obviously now into 2025. And before we get into the predictions, folks, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily NBA predictions here on the channel. An hour ago, we posted our college basketball best bets on the channel as well, so that video is linked in the description down below. So go watch that one after you're done watching this video. And later today, or actually earlier this week, we posted our NFL predictions, so make sure to check that one out for week 18. That is linked in the description down below as well. English is tough sometimes. And then obviously our college football predictions will be out later today about time, but obviously with Notre Dame beating Georgia in the Sugar Bowl, we will now have our Final Four predictions for the college football playoffs. Additionally, every other bowl game as well. If you were looking for the early game today in college football, which is the Salute to Veterans Bowl between the North Texas Mean Green and the Texas State Bobcats, I predicted that game in our college basketball video today, just because I'm not getting the college football video out today in time for that. I'm hoping I can get that out by 3:30 today. I'm going to try, hopefully, because the Duke's Mayo Bowl, I think, is at 4. So yeah, that prediction's in the college basketball video, but the rest of the college football predictions will be out on our video today. Okay, on to the first of our 9 college basketball NBA predictions for today. We start things off with the Charlotte Hornets and the Detroit Pistons. Okay, am I missing something, or why is Detroit only getting 5.5 here? I don't know. Am I missing something? Now, Jaden Ivey's injury really sucks. It just does. It's brutal. Jaden Ivey, the broken fibula, I don't know. He's out for the... Is this not a season ender? Am I tripping, or is this not... Okay, I'm going to be honest. I was kind of under the assumption that he was out for the year. It's only a 4-week injury? Wait, really? Oh. I mean, it looked horrible. Okay, I'll be honest. All right. Hey, if it's only 4 weeks, at least 4 weeks, that means, okay, he'll play basketball sometime this year, which I think injury sucks. I'm not going to lie. It's absolutely horrible. I was under the assumption Jaden Ivey was done for the year. Okay, see, the things you learn at 4:40 in the morning. Don't ask why I'm up this late. Anyways, yeah, I'm still fine with the Pistons minus 5.5. Guys, Charlotte sucks. Guys, the Hornets have won 1 basketball game since November. And of course, it's the Pacers. But Indiana, we're back. We're back again, beating Miami last night. Told you, plus money, we'll take it. Yeah, unless I'm missing something here, which I don't think I am. I mean, Simone Fontenecchio might not play. Okay, who cares? I mean, shout out to Simone, but still, Charlotte's healthy. But I mean, what does Charlotte do healthy? LaMelo has cooled off a little bit. Obviously, like from the 40 he was putting up prior to the injury. Obviously, you got the sort of big 3 here in Charlotte. We're talking about LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, and Miles Bridges. Detroit's just the better basketball team. Yes, they take a hit without Jaden Ivey, and also that means that Tobias Harris has to remain in the starting lineup for the foreseeable future. He just doesn't fit this team, man. You got Cade, who's great, who's an all-star. You got Tim Hardaway, Asar Thompson, Jalen Duren, and then Tobias Harris is just in the starting lineup. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. I want the Detroit Pistons to trade for Domantas Sabonis. Guys, think about it. The Pistons are in the play-in right now. The Kings are not making the play-in. I don't care what you're going to say. No, the Kings suck. They've won 2 in a row. Don't care. They're losing tonight. Spoiler. I want the Pistons to trade for Sabonis. Tobias Harris can send his ass to Sacramento. Go to California. I want Sabonis in Detroit. And I'm taking the Pistons here minus 5.5. Again, they're coming off a win over the Magic. I know Ivy's not playing, and he did lead their team in points even when he got injured. Cade Cunningham's going to pick up the slack. Cunningham's going to score a lot, and he'll still get his assists. Give me Detroit to dominate Charlotte. The Hornets, again, have not won they've won one basketball game since November, and you think they're going to cover 5.5 against the Pistons? Hell no. Give me Detroit to win at home. Next up, we go to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where the 2 wins in the last month, Toronto Raptors are plus 105 dogs against the Orlando Magic. I don't care how awful the Magic have been the last couple games. I don't care how many players are injured for the Orlando Magic. They are not losing to the Toronto Raptors, and the Toronto Raptors are not winning back-to-back basketball games. I don't care. I don't care, guys. It's not happening. Scotty Barnes had one good game. I'm not gonna like try to hate on Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is great. Scotty Barnes had one good game. He for one game took the throne away from RJ Barrett. Said, no, this is my team. It's RJ Barrett's team. At least this year it is. Guys, they're 8-26. They've won 2 games, since November. Great. 3 actually. Oh, even better. Guys, they're not winning back-to-back games. They're not winning back-to-back. Orlando lost on New Year's, obviously, to Detroit. They're staying on the road. They've had a day off. Toronto's had a day off since the Brooklyn victory. That's great. Again, Scotty at 33 and 13. Great night. Great night for Scotty Barnes. Orlando is going to be without some guys, but when are they not? Anthony Black is questionable for this game. Gary Harris is not playing this game. All right. Paolo Banchero's got to be back at some point, right? Still, give me Orlando. Again, this odd's almost disrespectful. This is like when Toronto got this same line last week against the Atlanta Hawks, and the Hawks beat them by 40 points. Give me Orlando all day long. Again, I don't care how many guys are injured. They are still a much better team. And this is why Orlando, I know, again, the record has fallen off a little bit, but they're still the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. This is how they're able to survive because their bench is so good and they have so much depth on this team. Give me Orlando all day long to go into Toronto. I don't care that, Scotiabank's going to be rocking this game. No, they're not winning back-to-back. Give me Orlando to win the game in Toronto. Next up, we go to one of the games of the day, but ultimately, a game I don't think is all that competitive. Guys, the Boston Celtics are 10 times the team the Houston Rockets is. This is a game that I've been waiting for. A game like this so we can absolutely expose the Houston Rockets. This team's not good. I swear, if the Celtics lose this game, man. Okay, this is why I feel good about this game. Porzingis didn't play last night against the Timberwolves. Jaylen Brown didn't play last night against the Timberwolves. They still won, but they have to play the other half of the back-to-back, right? Boom! They all come in and they beat the crap out of the Rockets. Don't care the game's in Houston. Guys, the Rockets are a one-man team. They are Alfie Sengun, and that is it. Sengun's great. I'm not going to say anything bad about Alfred Sengun. The rest of this team is too inconsistent, and they're too unreliable. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green is the definition of unreliable. Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith, sometimes a player, but still, no. Amen Thompson, suspended. Tari Eason, not playing this basketball game. Their depth is cooked this game. Give me Boston all day long. Again, at the very least, we are getting one of Jaylen Brown or Kristaps Porzingis playing this basketball game. Jason Tatum, for as much as people want to hate on Jason Tatum, he's an elite player in the game. Drew Holiday, Derek White, obviously elite guards in the game as well. That's why Boston, again, is the reigning world champions. The Celtics are winning this basketball game. I've been waiting to cash in on the Rockets are fraudulent case for months now. Ever since they got off to a hot start, I've been waiting for it. And now it's finally coming into effect, because you know what happens after this? They lose to Lakers on Sunday. They'll beat the Wizards, whatever. They'll lose to Memphis on the road. They'll lose to Atlanta on the road. Memphis will beat them again. They'll go to Denver and lose. They'll probably second half of back-to-back will actually take the Kings for one time. They'll lose the Kings. Portland on the road, you know what? Portland's giving the Rockets some trouble this year. Give me Portland to win. Then they've got to play Detroit at home. Loss. Cleveland at home. Loss. In Cleveland. Loss. In Boston. Loss. In Memphis. Loss. So by the time this month ends, guys, the Houston Rockets, they are 22-11 right now. Let me count this out. Hold on. They will be, the record's 22-11. They will be 23-25 by the end of this month. They are winning one game this month. Okay, I'll be nice. 2 games. They will be 24-24 by the end of the month, guys. They will be 500 by the end of this month. I'll give them a padded game because, let's be honest, are the Trailblazers really beating this basketball team? Probably not. They'll be 24-24 at the end of the month. Okay? My hot take. We called the Pelicans downfall early in the season when they, lost like 20 out of 25. 20 out of like 22. No. The Houston Rockets are winning 2 games in the month of January. 3 in total because they got the Mavericks game. Okay, whatever. They're winning 3 total games in the month of January. And I'm giving them a game. I think they beat Washington on the road. And I'll either give them Portland on the road or Sacramento on the road. They'll come out of one of those 2 games. The rest of them, hell no. Hell no. Boston's coming in their place and beating them, and the Lakers are going into their place and beating them. They are. 40-year-old LeBron's different. We'll get to that in a minute, but 40-year-old LeBron's different. The Rockets suck. I don't care. Boston will expose this team. Don't care. Second half of back-to-back. They get Brown and Porzingis hopefully back tonight as well. Boston all night long. Next up, toilet bowl. Guys, hear me out. I'm taking the plus 230 dogs, the Washington Wizards. Yes, these are the extremes I'm going to not pick the New Orleans Pelicans. Jose Alvarado is back. Ooh. No, that does help off the bench. But you know what would help more? Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. Yeah, this team's still not good. Right, you're going to get random scoring performances out of Trey Murphy or CJ McCollum. Like, one of these two guys every single night are going to randomly put up 30 plus, which is great, but the rest of the team still sucks. It's still a G League team. And now, Jose Alvarado coming back is the next step into them not being a G League team. So that's great. I'm glad Alvarado's back. He makes this team better. He makes this team almost unbannable. But no, so I'm taking the Wizards to win this basketball game. Hear me out, guys. Washington has won more games recently than the Pelicans, and actually Washington has a better record. I get the game is in New Orleans. Washington has won, since the Pelicans' last win, Washington has won 4 basketball games. They beat Denver, they beat Charlotte, and they just beat Chicago on New Year's. Washington, give me them in back-to-back games. Guys, Jordan Poole's the best player on the court. Laugh all you want at the pool party, but Jordan Poole's the best player on this court tonight. And I know nobody's going to be watching this game, because why would you watch this game? Bilal Coulibaly not playing this basketball game due to an illness. That sucks. Welcome Corey Kispert into the starting lineup. Or Keyshawn George. Don't know which one they'll start. They should start Corey Kispert. They'll probably start Keyshawn George. That's fine. Alex Sarr has slowly been playing himself into the Rookie of the Year race. Now, the Rookie of the Year race at this point is like, oh, who's going to be left? Is it going to be Zach Edey? Is it going to be... Well, Dalton Connect and potentially Stephon Castler playing their way out of that. Jared McCain's hurt. Ricochet is just a starter that doesn't really do much because he's the 5th option on his team. I don't know. It might be Alex Sarr. If I had to guess, honestly, Zach Edey probably gets it. I don't know. He hasn't been playing all that bad this season. Maybe Stephon Castler still gets it, but I don't know. It might be Edey. Wow. Connect is just falling off a cliff. He'll be better, but he's slumping right now. Unfortunately, Jared McCain got hurt. I'm spending too much time in this basketball game. Give me Washington. I think Jordan Poole randomly goes off for a huge night. I think the Wizards they're not good, but they're like sneaky good. They can catch up to you. This feels like a trap game for the Pelicans. Like they're expected to finally win one. My point being, guys, plus 230 is way too good a value to pass up in this game. I wouldn't bet on it personally because you're betting on a 6-25 team playing a team that is 5-29. But at the same time, guys, if you're going to bet it, take the team that has the better record and has won 4 games since New Orleans has won. I know they started the year with 2 victories, but they've won 4 of their last, 13? Give me Washington. And I do think Jordan Poole is the best scorer on this court. I think he's the best player on the court as well. Big game now. You saw it in the thumbnail, and here it is. The Oklahoma City Thunder take on the New York Knicks. So again, guys, I tell it to you every day. All right, and here's the thing about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. All right, we talked about it yesterday. If you read the description, which I don't blame you if you don't, because there's not much going on in the description every single day, but if you read it yesterday, the description was SGA is the best player in the NBA. It's still the case. Guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the best player in the National Basketball Association. Averages 31.5 points per night on the best team in the NBA without their other all-star in Chet Holmgren. How is he not the most valuable player? And he keeps beating these great teams. Again, guys, OKC is still not lost a regular season basketball game since December 1st. It has been over a month now since OKC has won a regular season basketball game. And you know how impressive this is, guys, and how impressive this run will continue to be? You want to listen to their next 4 games. We're going to include their last 3 games as well. Memphis, Minnesota, Clippers. All right, New York, Boston, Cleveland, New York. They're going to sweep this with all these great teams. Knicks, Celtics on the road in Cleveland, on the road in the Garden, and they'll win all of these games. Why? Because the best player in the NBA is on the Oklahoma City Thunder, and his name is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This is the man who's leading the OKC Thunder to the NBA championship this season. They got their taste of playoff basketball last season, and obviously they didn't come through. That's fine. They ran into the wrong Dallas team. It's okay. They've experienced it now. I'm serious. You're going to laugh. The only team that can be the OKC Thunder, I think, and I wouldn't bet, if I had to bet on it, I'm betting on the Thunder against anybody in the NBA right now. The only team that potentially I think that can take out the Thunder this season is legitimately the Los Angeles Lakers. Grizzlies, good team. They're not going to the championship. Rockets, good team, not going to the championship. Nuggets, I like, but I don't think they're as good as past Nuggets team. They just don't play defense. Dallas, not a bad team. I don't think they're as good as OKC, and they're not going to be as good as the Lakers once the playoffs hit. Clippers, Norman Powell's great, should be an all-star. Shot like crap last night against the Thunder. It is what it is. They're not going anywhere in the playoffs, even though I like the story. Timberwolves, not going anywhere. They got worse without Cat. Warriors, definitely not going anywhere. Spurs, not going anywhere this season. Suns, suck. Kings, abysmal. Trailblazers, Jazz, Pelicans, don't even get to mention. That being said, I get it. New York's been playing really good basketball. They're on a run of their own. They have not lost since that Hawks loss in the in-season tournament at the Garden. But this is going to be the game that's going to show how good Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is. If not like if he does it, not like he doesn't do it every single night. This game, is this even on national television, guys? I'm going to be pissed off if this is not on national television. Oh my God, it's not. It's on NBA TV. What are we doing? What is the Duke's Mayo Bowl that important? Where's TNT? Put the game on TNT. NBC needs to get the NBA back and just put games on NBC. Friday night basketball. Thunder Knicks. Two of the best teams in the league. Why is this not? This is why the NBA is failing right now. Why isn't this game on national television? Why isn't Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being promoted as the superstar that he is? It's ridiculous. Oh, is it because he plays in Oklahoma City? Does he have to play in Los Angeles? Does he have to play in Boston? Does he have to play in New York for him to get marketed? Guys, I'm not saying he's at this level yet, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is almost on a Russell Westbrook MVP type level in OKC. I know he's not averaging triple doubles, but man, he's that good. So give him the respect he deserves. OKC wins the basketball game. They cover the 4.5 points as well. Next up, we go to Dallas, Texas. The Dallas Mavericks taking on the Cavaliers. Guys, I just can't take the Mavericks right now. I can't. I really tried playing the Mavericks. I was like, you know what? Oh, the injury sucks, but we're just going to keep on going on with the Mavs. Nah, I tried 3 games in a row. It didn't go our way. Of course, they beat the Suns still, because the Suns are the Suns. Portland lost. Kyrie drops 46. They lose. Sacramento lost. I get it. Kyrie doesn't play. They still lose to the god-awful Kings. They lose on the road to the Rockets, where their leading scorer was, get this, guys, Quentin Grimes. Yeah. Yep. Quentin Grimes, the 24-year-old out of Houston. Oh, man. Now they're taking on the Cavs, a 29-4 basketball team. I hype up the Lakers a lot, and they beat the Lakers in a game where LeBron puts up 22, AD puts up 26, and AR puts up 35. And you look at the final score, and the Cavs still win the game by more than double digits. But it's like just this team's so good. They shoot the ball at an insane percentage. Everyone on the court can shoot. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, LeVert, Ty Jerome, Niang, Max Strus randomly, of course, pops off against the Lakers. Of course he does. Dean Wade can shoot. Okoro can shoot. Sam Merrill can obviously shoot. Hell, even guys that don't play all the time, like JT Thor, if he gets on the court, he can shoot too. It's weird. Everyone can shoot on this team. They are very tough to stop. And Donovan Mitchell, obviously, their best player, their leader. It starts with him, and he's great. He's sinking everything that he takes. I don't want to say it, but I do think they're a team that's going to lose in the playoffs, though. I think they will. I'm getting 2016 Hawks vibes, 2015 Hawks vibes. I am. I'm not going to lie. They're better than that Hawks team. Don't get me wrong, they are. But, I don't know. Is Cleveland beating Boston in a 7-game series, guys? Just be honest. I don't know. I think they beat everyone else right now. I think they beat the Knicks in a 7-game series. I think they beat Orlando, even healthy. Milwaukee, sure. Miami, yes. Atlanta, I'd love to see that series, but yes, Atlanta's just too young right now. Pacers, yes. But I don't know. I still think the East runs through Boston. I just think it does. Again, we'll see once we get there. But I like Cleveland in this spot a lot. I think they're still a top 5 team in basketball. Again, real quick, the 5 teams I think have the best chance of winning the NBA championship right now are 1 OKC Thunder, 2 Boston Celtics, 3 Cleveland Cavaliers, 4 healthy Orlando Magic. I know that's crazy, but yes, healthy Orlando Magic, and 5 Los Angeles Lakers. Those are my top 5 right now. 6 Denver Nuggets. No, New York Knicks, Denver Nuggets, Milwaukee Bucks. There. Yeah. That's all. I'll put that for now. But anyways, this game, the Mavericks can't trust them without Luka. Kyrie's playing, but PJ Washington questionable. Maxi Kepler, Kleba, questionable. Yeah, give me Cleveland on the road. They're much better. They've been going on the road and killing everyone. Denver, Lakers, Mavs. I know it's the end of the road trip, but they'll do it again. -6.5. Give me Cleveland. Next up, we go to the aforementioned Denver, Colorado. We've got the Denver Nuggets taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Give me Denver here. Denver, I feel like Denver just every game shoots 60% from the field and they put up 140 points. At least that's just how it's been the last 3 nights. I bet against them. The Pistons game and the Hawks game didn't go well for me. I witnessed their abomination on Christmas, and they lose the Suns and they lose the Cavs, but here we go. They blow out the Pistons and they blow out the Hawks. Jokic is good. He's no Shea. But no, Jokic is great, obviously, right? This guy averages a triple-double practically, 31, 13, and 9.7 assists a game, practically a triple-double. The guy's great. The Nuggets will lose in a 7-game series against better teams. And I know, again, I'm kind of making this entire focus of this video like, where do these teams ultimately end up in the postseason? But sure, we'll go on this about Denver. This is my problem with them. They don't play defense. And Jamal Murray's too unreliable. Michael Porter, has good nights. Christian Brown, sure. Gordon, Russ. I love Julian Strawther off the bench. I think that dude's a baller. I think he's great. But I just think once we get into postseason series, man, I think not playing defense is going to hurt them. Yeah, they look great right now, but what happens when, again, you get into these, gritty and, these great and tough and difficult 7-game series, what happens? San Antonio's good. San Antonio they're still extremely young. I know, again, Chris Paul's that veteran presence, but like Vassell, Wemby, Stephon Castle, Champagnie, Keldon Johnson somewhat, right? These guys are still, they haven't been in the postseason, obviously, yet. Sochan's not playing this basketball game, obviously, again, Sochan missed the game winner the other night in Minnesota. They were able to bounce back and beat up on the Clippers. Again, Wemby posted a Wemby-type night, 27, 9, and 5. That's what Wembanyama does, all right? It's just what Wemby does. He's great. Wembanyama's, again, a freak. I just think Denver's better. This is the first of a back-to-back. This game's in Denver. They play tomorrow in San Antonio. So we'll see how this game goes tonight, but I do think Denver just kind of runs right through them. Again, Denver's just been on a little bit of a streak here where they just don't miss shots. Probably going to happen in this game. That's all I'm saying. Next up, let's go to Sacramento. Guys, I'm not taking the Kings to win anything. Just not. Give me Memphis. I know why Memphis is not favored here is because they're still dealing with a bunch of injuries. So let's read out the full injury report right now for the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, we start with Marcus Smart. Smart is still to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. He still has a partial tear of the proximal extensor hood of his right index finger. He's out. Santi Aldama is dealing with a left ankle sprain. He's week to week. John Morant's still obviously out. He's got a grade 1 AC joint sprain in his right shoulder and is considered week to week. Zach Edey has a concussion. He is questionable for this game. I expect Edey to be back. Yuki is questionable with a shoulder injury. Okay. Brandon Clark is questionable with a calf injury. Jake LaRiva is questionable with an ankle injury. Okay. They should be able to get some of these guys back. Okay. Zach Edey should be back. Honestly, though, guys, this team just needs really Jaren Jackson Jr. and then just put together some half-competent shooters around him, right? Okay, this is the team they're going to be rolling out tomorrow. It's going to be fine. Scottie Pippen, Desmond Bane, Luke Kennard, Jalen Wells, Jake LaRiva, Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey, Brandon Clark, Jay Huff. This team will play. Guys, this team will beat Sacramento. You know how lucky the Kings got to beat the 76ers? You're damn lucky. The 76ers suck and can't close basketball games. Guys, the Kings are still not good. De'Aaron Fox is playing his heart out. De'Aaron Fox better be in Orlando Magic in about 2 weeks. He's balling. Sabonis balling. He better be a Piston in a couple weeks, right? The Pistons can actually still make the playoffs. The Kings probably aren't. These guys are playing insane. They're barely winning these basketball games. And again, they shouldn't have even won the Sixers game. The Sixers could score a point in the last 3.5 minutes of a basketball game. I still don't think Sacramento's all that great. Again, Keegan Murray's questionable for this game he's doubtful. So probably no Keegan Murray. Okay. Trey Lyles, who randomly pops off now, is going to start instead. I just don't trust Sacramento. And again, with Keegan being out, there goes some of the depth as well, right? Malik Monk, Keon Ellis, Kevin Huerter. Those are the guys who make up that core of that bench unit, but also Trey Lyles now too. So Alex Len's probably going to have to play. You're probably going to see some Doug McDermott who randomly will hit shots. I just think Memphis is better. Guys, don't forget, the Grizzlies have been dealing with injuries all year long with guys like Ja, with guys like Marcus Smart, and they're still 23-11. That's what Memphis does. Memphis deals with injuries and they handle them and they're fine. Give me the Memphis Grizzlies to go to Sacramento and beat the Kings. Let's go into our final game of the video. We go to Los Angeles, California for the Los Angeles Lakers and the Atlanta Hawks. Guys, you know I love the Atlanta Hawks, but I'm taking the Lakers. I'm taking the Lakers. Why? Anthony Davis will probably play this basketball game again. If AD did not play the Trailblazers game last night, I expect AD to be back for this game. Now, we might get a Christian Wood sighting. Christian Wood might be back. Jalen Hood-Schifino apparently is close to being back. Gabe Vincent didn't play last night. That means I'd expect him to play the other half of the back-to-back. The Lakers are getting much better, and LeBron James obviously hit the dagger 3 last night against Portland. LeBron James, everyone want to say he's washed up. Guys, LeBron now is averaging 24, 8, and 9 as a 40-year-old. Put some respect on this man's name. Put some respect on it. 38 points last night in the victory over Portland. And you know who's playing out of his mind? Austin Reeves. 8 boards, 11 assists last night for AR. Come on now. AD's back. The Hawks don't. I love the Hawks, but they don't play defense. They don't. The Lakers are trying now. This is going to be a really high-scoring game. This is going to be a great game. It's going to be a fun game to watch if you enjoy no defense and just chucking shots up from 3. That's what this game's going to be. Guys, Trae Young, elite player in the game. Guys, I have not looked at the NBA All-Star voting right now. Let's take a look at this. Seriously, let's look. Because, the prediction, guys, Lakers minus 3.5, they're covering. Okay, AD's back. They're going to win this basketball game. The Hawks are good, yes. They don't play defense, and the Lakers should be able to bully. Who's guarding LeBron James? Ricochet, welcome to the NBA, dude. Seriously. Trae's questionable. Jalen Johnson's questionable. Trae Young's not missing this basketball game. Jalen Johnson, potentially. That would suck for them. But, okay. Lakers are winning. Where's Trae Young on the damn All-Star voting? I'm serious. Where is he? Let's see. Hawks, NBA All-Star vote. We'll go to reddit.lakers. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. There's my email if you want to email me, I guess. Whatever. Okay. First fan, I know it's fan voting, but still. Number 1. Why is Trae Young the 5th highest guard in the Eastern Conference? Why is he behind Damian Lillard? I know it's fan vote, but still. He's behind Dame and LaMelo Ball and Jalen Brunson. Why? Why? This is ridiculous. And why does Derek White have more votes than Tyrese Halliburton? I get it, Tyrese has been bad, but he's been that bad. Norman Powell. Why is Norman Powell 10th? I need to stop. It's a popularity contest. But I like how Shea's the leading guard. I know they're not doing this format anymore, the captains, but right now it'd be Team Jokic versus Team Antetokounmpo. You know damn well Jokic doesn't want to do that. Team captain. So I don't even know what the system is, I'll be honest with you. I don't even know what the All-Star game system is this year because I ultimately don't care. But that's funny. LeBron 3rd. Why is, dude, if Trae Young's not going to be an All-Star starter. God, guys, look at the stats he's putting up this season. Oh my God. Guys. Trae Young's averaging 22.5 and 12. And he might not be a starter in the All-Star game this year? God. The most underappreciated superstar in the NBA. People just don't like him because he's a villain sometimes in New York and because he owns the city of New York. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Folks, that does it for our NBA predictions here on January 3rd. If you have not yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily NBA predictions here on the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you have not yet. I already said that. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you disagree with any of the picks. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.